Hi everyone. I wanted to do this gratitude reading for you guys. I don't normally do back-to-back numerology readings, but I wanted to say thank you for helping me reach 1,000. That came out of nowhere, so I'm truly grateful. So, how we're going to do this today, you have a couple of options. You can pick your day of birth, so just the day, not the month or the year, just the day. So the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, the 28th, the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, the 29th, etc. Or you can pick your life path number, which will be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The master numbers are in the 2 and 4, so, which is 11 and 22. So that's how you're going to be picking. And I hope you guys enjoy this reading, and thank you once again so much for helping me reach 1,000. And namaste, everybody. Enjoy your reading. Okay, everybody. So if your birthday or life path number is 1, 10, 19, or 28, this reading is for you. Now, as we know, the 1 is all about leadership, strength, new beginnings, but it's also about letting go of control. So, and the song that came through for you guys is Coldplay, A Sky Full of Stars. And it's got 31 million views. So if the number 31 means anything to you, it's very interesting because together all the numbers equal the 13. So 1331, it's like looking into the mirror. So it's a mirror number. So this is telling me that if you are on a twin flame journey, that you guys are mirroring each other at this moment. You guys are both, if you guys are on the negative path right now, you're both on the negative path. If you guys are on point, you're leading the way, you guys are both on point and leading the way. So, however it goes with you. And sky full of stars. You're a star. You're a star, and you just don't even know it. So we're starting with number 1, fish eagle. So we know 38, that's 11. So 11 is the master number of intuition. And fish eagle is all about great spirit. So, it calls for silent observation of your life's purpose and your soul's calling. So if you've been seeing hawks or birds, you might have been seeing hawks or birds or, eagles or things like that. You've been noticing them more a lot lately. Because fish eagle, if you look at it, it is about not only earth but the sky. It is not only the sun but the moon. As above, so below. It is about balance, balancing the left brain and the right brain to master that connection with Great Spirit. So when we have mastered the art of balance, we are able to tap into all that is the source. So, fish eagle reminds us that we can do nothing without the partnership of Great Spirit, for who can fly with only one wing? Know that when fish eagle comes along, Great Spirit is reminding you that you are not alone. Open your eyes and ears to the signs that surround you as you embrace all that Great Spirit has to offer. Yes, and it's on page 34 as well. So this is interesting because the rest of the cards are also talking about that. You can't do things alone as much as you want to, as much as you want to take the reins. There's a difference between leading. I just said this to somebody in one of the comments. There's a difference between leading with ego and leading to inspire. So you can lead people by control and wanting to control them to follow you, or you can inspire them to follow you. Now we want to go with inspiration. So from scratch is all about family. So I'm seeing soul family. This is all about co-creating with others, coming together, but it's also about balance. So we have 2 balance cards here that are telling you to balance. And I'm seeing a lot of solar plexus activity, the willpower to move forward and succeed. But I'm also seeing the rainbow and around green Tara. Green Tara is all about abundance, emergency abundance. But I'm seeing this Kundalini awakening, the chakras, the chakra system, and I'm seeing a lot of heart and throat activity here. And the energy is moving past the solar plexus to the heart, because I'm seeing the green, the transition, transition from the yellow to this green color. So we're moving from that willpower and that solar plexus energy up to the heart. We're moving that up to the heart. So from scratch is congratulations. You've got all the ingredients for every one of your dreams to come true. Everything is now within reach. What are you waiting for? It's not going to bake itself. Quit looking and start cooking. Oh my God. So I also realized that green Tara is, it says, ask others, including me, to help you, instead of trying to do everything by yourself. So green Tara, green Stara, and in Tara in Hindu means star, an ancient Sanskrit language. So the song that came through was, you're a sky full of stars. So there is no coincidence, as you are a star. And it says, when you feel resentment in your heart because you're carrying more than your share of the load, you're doing no favors for anyone, including yourself. You need to ask for help to ensure that you have private time for contemplation and rest. So I have a feeling that a lot of you are taking on too much, whether because it's the holidays or whatever it is, family, you're taking on too much of the responsibility because you want to control everything. The one energy, if I don't do it right, if I don't do it, it doesn't get done right, is the energy that I'm getting here. And it's like, let that go. Delegate. Start delegating and make it so much easier. When we come together with others, holy cow, like everything becomes so much easier. But you have to have trust. So you have to trust that when you delegate somebody, you just got to let it go. Let the universe handle it. Let somebody else handle it. Okay? So moving on to 5 of Earth. And we know that's, the material stuff. And, what 5 of Earth is about, it says fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others. So this is the theme right now, is accepting help from others. Praying, even, if you don't have others around you, pray for help. And God and the universe will bring you your answered prayers. You just have to have faith. We need to have faith. That could be you right there in that beautiful, there's that hawk again. That's exact same bird. It's the exact same bird that's in the fish eagle card. So this is no coincidence, guys. No coinkydink. And it says you're too focused upon what you don't have. Around this time we focus on that. We want to give everybody gifts. We want to do this. We want to do that. We don't have enough time, so we're lacking in time. We don't have enough money, so we're lacking in money. This is telling you to let that go. Okay? The mentality of lack is creating a lack reality through the law of attraction. So, help is close by, but your pessimism is preventing you from recognizing it. It's time to reassess your thoughts, the words you use, and your beliefs about money. Stop complaining and accept any assistance that's offered. So I know a lot of people have been taught to not accept help because it makes you seem weak, but let's let go of that. That is third density, earth, old paradigm of lack mentality, that you don't want to ask for help because what will people think? Let's get out of that. The happiest people are the ones that ask for help. So, So it says, fortunately, matters are going to improve and your unpleasant feelings are only temporary. In the meantime, it's important that you care for your physical and emotional health. So yes, during this time of the holidays, you have to really take care of your mental health. And, the additional meanings of this card is, uncertain self-employment, unsuccessful legal battles, financial downturns. And I'm only seeing that is because of the feeling of pessimism. So it's time to shift that. Okay, so we want to shift that negative pessimism of unsuccessful uncertainty, and shift it into faith. Everything will be fine. Everything will be okay. And when we shift that energy into faith, amazing things happen. Be grateful for what you do have. Okay, that was pretty cool. And this totals 13. So that's 4. That's about logic, building foundations for the future. So it's almost telling me to get out of your head. Get out of your head and trust. Okay? So awesome. That was number 1. And these are going to go a little bit faster than normal because it's, I know that this is a very long reading, a lot of cards to read. And I added 4 this time instead of 3. Okie dokie pokies. Moving on to numero 2. Okay. Moving on to number 2. So if your life path is a 2 or if your birthday is 2. 2, 11, 20, 29. So if you are an 11 as well, 11 life path or 11 birthday. This is for you, guys. All right. So your song is It's Getting Okay Now by 311. Okay? So that song is about letting go of the past. It's getting okay now. You know, everybody was going through this dark night of the soul, and it's like you're finally lifting your head and coming out of hermit mode, coming out, seeing the world. It's getting okay now. We just have to believe, okay? So we know that the 2 is all about intuition. It's the divine feminine aspect, so sensitivity, you know, and it's interesting because, you know, we got 2 over here as well for the black rhino, so that's a nice little synchronicity. So we're going to start with black rhino, and like I said, 2, you know, it's about sensitivity, so it's about letting go of what other people think about you, letting go of getting your feelings hurt all the time, or, you know, reading something on the internet and it hurts you. It's like, you know, a lot of 2 and 11s, they're empaths. And if you have that energy, but everybody's an empath. A lot of people just tap into it easier than others. But the key to being an empath is to mastering the empath and not letting those around you affect you in a negative manner. It is about toughening up your skin, having that bulletproof soul. So, like, I highly suggest looking up 311, It's Getting Okay Now lyrics, and the lyrics are awesome. You know, there will come a time when I no longer am. I will take my last breath, and on that day I'll be dying. Am I really all that far removed from that ending part, or just a little closer to the galaxy's misty heart? So this is the thing is, you know, the fear of death in a lot of people is like they think they die, but they don't. It is transitioning, like the song says, closer to the galaxy's misty heart. So we're going to go with black rhino, and I love that black rhino came through because since you guys are very intuitive, you do have a lot of people that I wouldn't say jealous, but, you know, they want that energy too, you know, they want that ability to have, and they don't want to work for it. So you need to be very careful who you let in your space and who you know, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. So, because people are playing head games, and they will play head games on this journey, you know, to try to diminish your power. So, the black rhino is near an extinction and is being poached because of the supposed magical and healing qualities of its horns. So, it's mostly a solitary animal. And it's interesting because 2 is 2, you know, it's almost like Noah's Ark. There's always a partner, but when it's the one energy, it's very solitary. So I like that it came out for the hermit energy that I'm feeling with you guys. So there's much significance with the black rhino's thick skin. So this could be a signal for you not to be bothered by what others say about you and the unique life path that you walk. Keep your head to the ground and fear not the magic of your horns. And I'm going to stop there as well, because the horns, to me, the unicorn, the horn, the rhino horn, all the horns that are in the center of the forehead, to me is the third eye. So protect what you have created and have a good look at what drives you to survive. What aspect of yourself will you leave behind for future generations to follow? Forge forward for what you believe in, and always move through life with integrity and stand up for what you believe is right. That is an awesome synchronicity. So this is asking you to advocate for others. Advocate for what you think is right. What you feel in your heart is right, not what you think, because sometimes our thoughts are wrong. We really have to feel what is right in our heart. Okay, and head games. So head games 36, which is number 9. And 9 is about humanitarianism, wisdom, and it's the completion of a cycle. So it's like you're completing this cycle of hermetism. You're coming out of that hermit. You're completing that. It's like you really needed this spiritual rest. The trouble with smart people, and yes, that means you, is that they occasionally have a tad bit of difficulty surrendering to the universe. They want to analyze everything, figure out everything, go from A, B to C and D, like that. So here's all you need to know about this. Sometimes it's better to just let go. So yes, trust the universe, because victory is on your side, from what I'm seeing over here. Okay? Okay, so we're moving on to Bridget. Don't back down. And pretty much she's going to say what I've just been saying, stand up for what you believe it is right. First, be quite clear about your intentions. If you're unclear, then confusion will lessen your power and force. Like a candle in the dark, be very clear and bright in what is acceptable to you in situations. So it's like healthy boundaries. Make no mistake, I will guide and protect you. And yet, think of the unparalleled rise in your own viewpoint if you are to stand up for yourself, and speak up about your needs and your deepest truth. Now is the time to touch your power, for its heat and flame will ignite your passion, which will propel you forward in countless ways, even in the face of fear. You can stand up for your ideals and your truth, but be unwavering and make your stand today. So be assertive. Don't worry about what others think. That's exactly what the Black Rhino. This is no coincidence. These are all saying the exact same thing, and you will be victorious. So this could also be like I keep saying in the beginning. I know this is a timeless reading, so whenever you watch it. But usually during like holidays or things like that, people, it's like you have to feel like you have to defend yourself or something. Because you're around, family can be toxic as well, depending on the type of family you have, So everybody has somebody toxic in their family, and this is about standing up for yourself, Put on that spiritual armor. Don't let them affect you. Don't let them get a rise out of you. Stick to your opinions, put your foot down. I have a feeling this will also be a lot of political talk, like what you believe in and what somebody believes in. And Bridget, she's the Celtic triple goddess, which means that she represents the three aspects of women: the young virgin, the nurturing, loving mother, and the sage, the wise woman. So she's a fiery goddess, and she protects those who call upon her. So she's the feminine counterpart of Archangel Michael's warrior energy. So highly suggest calling upon Bridget. Call upon God. That's always the best way to go. Your higher self. Call upon your higher self. Okay, and we're moving on to victory. Or Six of Fire, sorry. And, that card is about victory. And, bravo. This is time for a great achievement and success. People think highly of you, and your reputation is excellent. You've made good decisions and worked hard. There may be some sort of public acknowledgement for your contribution, or you may be given an award for your achievement. Good news is on its way. And it could be in a promotion or something, to do with work. But the point is, it's good fortune, and it's interesting. So this whole thing is the number 8. So that's about abundance. That is about the entrepreneur spirit. That is about universal abundance. So this is telling me victory. You will have that. You will have this abundance. And abundance can be more than just money. It can be love. It could be family. It can be experiences. It could be anything, that helps you grow, fertilizes your soul. Okay, so don't care what other people think of you. Don't play head games with people. Be truthful and stand in your power. Okay, and it's on page 69. I like reading the pages because sometimes it means something to somebody. Okay, moving on to number 3. If your birthday is 3/12/21/30, or if you're a life path 3, this is for you. 3 is all about communication, creativity, joy. It's the Holy Trinity of numerology, so it's about balancing mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so your song to begin is Block Party. So here we are. Highly suggest for all the readings to look up your song if I call a song on you. Okay, so, Block Party. So here we are. I figured it out. That's, if you listen to the lyrics, I get messages in various forms, but when I hear Block Party, so here we are, I figured it out. Puzzles. So I'm getting a lot of puzzle energy here. Wanting to solve puzzles, wanting to solve signs, getting all the signs but not knowing what they mean. And then when you figured it out, getting that aha moment, like, yes, okay, I figured it out. So, awesome. So we're going to start with Gazelle. So, Gazelle, if you look at this beautiful card, it's like the sacred spiral. She's like flawless. She just flows through and she's flawless and she's got this like beautiful, sacred energy. Okay? So, scoot over. Scoot. Okay. So Gazelle 14, which is 5, which is about freedom and adventure. Change. It's about change. It's about evolving, evolution. So you got 2 of them. You got 14. That's 5. That is the master number of change and evolution. And I have a feeling that you guys are changing and evolving. And we got receptivity, which is Hathor, which is about receiving the messages that come through, receiving energy. So this is almost like Reiki energy, intuition energy, receiving from source down. Okay? So Gazelle is all about the sacred spiral. They express their freedom and movement with grace and ease. So, they dance through life and they invite you to do the same. So yes, dancing, movement, moves the chakra energy up through your body. So highly recommend movement, dance. It says this may be a time to notice if you have attachments to old static energy of the past. Does any of your part of your life feel repressive, shameful, or heavy? Gazelle reminds you that today could be an opportune time to release negative energies, maybe even generations of strict discipline, sexual repression, or stifling of your creativity. Dance with Mother Earth and allow her to restore your wholeness. The healing sacred spiral, releasing the old and embracing the new, brings sensual freedom, travel, and rejuvenation. Yes, so the sacred spiral is very healing in itself. And since that popped out, I'm going to actually pull out petrified wood, which is great for clearing ancestral baggage and karma. Okay? Put that energy towards you. Okay, and so this is asking you to let all that stuff go. Those are all limited belief systems. If you were born, let's say, like somebody who wasn't programmed yet, if you were just born by yourself, like, as a baby, and you raised yourself, would you have all these limited belief systems that you have now? A lot of these are things that we would never have thought of or believed in, but they were pushed on us and pushed on us and pushed on us. It's called programming. So it's about deprogramming. I highly recommend, if you're having problems with deprogramming, quantum hypnosis and a lot of meditation. I'll be doing a Reiki video on this as well. So make my notes of it. Deprogramming. Okay, so we're going to move on to Knock Knock, which is also 5, which is also about freedom. And it says, no, you aren't hearing things. The universe is sending signs, guidance, divine messengers, probably even neon billboards. Couldn't be a better time to answer the door and see who's coming and knocking. Yes. So you are getting signs. You are receiving information. You're trying to figure out what it all means. I highly suggest creating a sign journal. Anytime, I always see, if I see a sign at 3 or more, or 2 or 3 times, 3 or more times, I write it down in my journal because it's trying to tell me something. It's knock, knock, knocking on me, on my door. So, and I'm also getting like knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door when I see that. Okay. Okay, moving on to Hathor, receptivity. And Hathor, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So I recommend during meditation, with your palms out like this, and your legs stance legged open, open body position when you're sitting or laying down, and that will allow you to receive. But make sure that you surround yourself in the holy white light so that you only receive messages of love, light, and truth. We don't want any negative energy, as we receive, because when you receive, you pick up things that you don't want to pick up. It's like tuning into a radio station in a way. You only want to receive good information, and we want to remove the static, so it'll allow for clear receptivity. Okay. Whew. I have no idea what I just said. You have a maternal side to you that naturally cares for those in need. Yet, this must be balanced with receptivity or the flow is blocked. Receiving is the essence of feminine energy, and it means allowing yourself to receive with grace and gratitude. So not just signs, but receiving help from others, guys, okay? If you feel guilty when asking others for help, or if you feel bad about receiving gifts, then you block your feminine energy of receiving. So you cannot feel guilty for asking for help. Okay, guys? I've been saying this. This has been my journey for the past couple years now, was letting go of the stigma of asking for help. So your receptivity is just as natural as your nurturing, giving energy. Receptivity allows you to better hear the voices of the angels. When you receive, you have more resources to give to others. Begin by noticing the hundreds of gifts that you receive each day, whether it's seeing beauty in nature, witnessing a touching human moment, or being hugged by a loved one. Simply say thank you for each gift and know that you're filling up your storehouse, the coffers, keeping the divine flow going strong. So release guilt about receiving, ask for help, know that you're in a learning cycle. Healing is occurring. Be more in your feminine energy, which is the receiving energy, which is the right brain. Doesn't necessarily mean like how we're taught, like girl, boy, but feminine energy, receiving, the right brain. And this is also about favorable custody arrangements. I don't know what that means, but and child conception. So Hathor is she's a beloved Egyptian goddess and is represented by the head of a cow to symbolize the sacred animal's life-giving milk and mothering nature. So she's benevolent sky and sun goddess. So she's about balancing, the sun and moon and the earth and the sky and the yin and the yang. So if you need help nurturing, call upon Hathor. Okay. So, and 9 of Earth. That was so awesome. I was reading Hathor, and as soon as I finished Hathor, it was 33 on my clock. I'm going to be editing this, so it probably won't be the same. But okay, so 9 of Earth. Moving on to 9 of Earth. Now, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So that's interesting because the number with all these is the number 1, number 10, 1. So 1 is about leadership, new beginnings. So I'm seeing like you guys are thinking of leaving a job or trying to start your own thing, but this is going to be successful. If you've been worried about it, it's going to be successful. You have to have patience and baby steps. I mean, I started this channel a little over a year ago, and I don't know, just barely recently I got all these subscriptions, but it took patience. It took me just doing this every day and just, just doing it because I like doing it. And when you do what you're passionate about, the universe rewards you. So thank you guys. And additional meanings for this card, successful self-employment, unexpected financial windfalls, the appreciation of nature, home improvement, redecorating. So yeah, the holidays, you want to decorate and stuff. And you find peace and contentment in your quiet alone time. So I know sometimes we have a hard time doing that, but this is asking you to, because I feel that a lot of information is coming through right now. We have this 1212 gateway energy that's coming through, this 1221 energy as well. And that is all this intuitive these intuitive downloads are coming through. So it's asking you, even if it's 5 minutes of quiet time, find it. Even if it's on the toilet, close your eyes and find it. Okay? Because opportunity is knocking, and it wants you to answer. You're closing out this cycle. 2019 is going to be amazing. Whenever you watch this, if you're watching this in 2020, it's going to be the next year is going to be amazing for you. Okay? 3 energy. All right. So thank you guys for that. We're moving on to number 4. So if your birthday is 4, 13, 22, 31, or you're a life path 4, this is for you. Now we know that 4 is all about logic, discipline, order, and devotion. So it's the teacher number. You know, a lot of teachers are 4s. So, and the song that came through for you guys is Listomania by Phoenix. And that song talks about thinking less, but seeing it grow. And it's also about knowing how to let it go. So, not being in your head too much. So the 4, they're very logical, so they think a lot. They're always thinking, and it's hard for them to meditate because they always got thoughts coming through. But people don't realize that meditation is not shutting off your thoughts. Meditation is just letting the thoughts come through. Don't dwell too long on one thought. Let it come through. And that space between each thought, that's the silence that you seek. Okay? So, Phoenix. And we know Phoenix is all about rising from the ashes. And it's beautiful that Arakura here looks like she's rising out of the flower. It's like rising. So I'm seeing a lot of rising. She's rising out of the water. If you see that, that's pretty cool too. Look at a lot of rising. There's a lot of rising going on here. Rising bread. Okay, so we're going to start with Warthog, number 20, and we know 2 is about sensitivity. Letting it go. That's what the song said. Know how to let it go. So don't be overly sensitive to other people's opinions. I have a feeling, especially if you're a 22, you're very prone to sensitivity of others' opinions. What other people have to say really affects you a lot. Comments on the internet, stuff like that. It's like, let it go. Let it go. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of life. So Warthog, is all about that inner glow. I love Warthog. Anytime I see horns, I see intuition, because horns are very intuitive, because I also think of the third eye is almost like a horn. It's almost like a cylindrical cone on your forehead. That's what the third eye is. So we got 7 here, which is all about spirituality as well, and 10, which is completion of a cycle. So inner glow. Stop being so concerned about what is on the outside. Oh, whoa! Stop being so concerned about what is on the outside. Your title in life, what you represent, where, drive, and what other people think of you are all inferior to the true you. Warthog is a reminder that what is truly important in life is what resonates on the inside. Your happiness, your spirit, your personal truths, your sense of sacred self, and your connection to divine creator. When you glow from the inside, you exude a tremendous light that shines through to everybody else. Your greatest strength will always come from inside you. Warthog is reminding you that your divinity is your birthright. Honor the essence of inner light and nourish your spirit today. Yes, hasta la vista, baby. We're coming out of this cycle of caring what people think. We're saying goodbye to that. We no longer need that. We are no longer going to be in our heads about what other people are thinking and what are they thinking. I wonder what they think of me, or wonder what it doesn't matter what they think. It only matters what is in your head. Only you know what is in your head. So, hasta la vista, baby. Remember that song Queen Elsa sings in the Disney movie Frozen when she unleashes her magic? Well, if you didn't catch that movie, it's time to let it go. Walk away, and just like you never looked back at the trash can, you leave at the curb. Don't give it a second glance. It's time for new beginnings. Out with the old and in with the new. Holy cow. And that's what the Phoenix song says. Know how to let it go. Let go of attachments. People pass away and we lose people along the way. We've got to let that go. We've got to let go of the fear of that. We've got to let it go. Wow, that is a beautiful synchronicity. And what's interesting is the song before, I messed up 3 and 4, and universe said there are no accidents, so just go with it. And then I'm going with it, and it came out awesome. So that's a beautiful synchronicity. Let it go. You're blossoming. It's time to grow. Okay. What a flower has to do? It has to let go of the dirt, the warmth of being underneath the dirt in order to reach the atmosphere. That's what you're doing right now. Okay? So we're moving on to Arekura. And you're just getting started. So have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. So I have a feeling you guys are awakening. You guys are getting all these signs and synchronicities, and you need to be patient. The telepathy template is waking up, and that requires you to be out of your head. Okay? So, in many ways, you are like a flower bud who is ripe and ready to open and grow. Don't try to rush this process, as it's part of your path. Enjoy learning new knowledge and new skills. Take your time to gather new ideas. Nurture your body with plenty of fresh air, sun, water, healthy foods. And soon you'll get that signal that it's time to put your learning into action, And I highly suggest spending time around flowers. You know how they always say, stop and smell the roses? There's a reason. Because the scent of the flower opens up our crown chakra. So, yeah, definitely, work with essential oils and flowers. Smell the flowers. I myself personally don't like to cut flowers because, I like to see them grow until they're, until they're not growing anymore. But if you love flowers, surround yourself with flowers and essential oils. Okay? And it's talking about having patience. Slow down, 22s, they have a hard time with patience and being patient and allowing things to grow on their own, So, and we'll talk about about Arakura. She's a Celtic and Germanic goddess. She's a mother deity, and she's a fairy queen. She bridges the life from here and from earth and heaven. So she can help you connect with past loved ones. So I'm also seeing past loved ones, letting go of letting them go, holding on to that grief. I have a feeling that's happening here, whether it was a breakup or a death. I'm getting that energy of having to let somebody go. A friendship went sour, something went sour, and it's like, let it go. She's also great for calling upon for emergency money. So she's fond of assisting artists and inventors, and this is the 22 is the master builder. They like to invent things. So moving on to 10 of water. You are like the phoenix, guys. You are rising from the ashes of the past. It's all burnt. You're rising from those ashes. You're growing from it now. So it talks about positive relationships, letting go of the old to make room for the new soul family, letting new friendships, new relationships, you have content, rewarding family life, and there's great harmony among those around you. Your relationships are strong and trustworthy, so don't question them. You feel blessed and loved. Your needs will be met. Peace, joy, and unconditional love surround you. So remember that. Though you may not feel it sometimes, because that means that we're not tapping into our intuition. When we're tapping our intuition, we feel that love. So, tap into that. Okay? Moving on. Oh, and it's also the number 1. So this is new beginnings. We're letting go of the old. We're letting our inner light shine, and we're blossoming. We are coming to fruition. We are stepping into our power. It is your birthright. Okay? Awesome. Moving on, guys. All right, so if your birthday is 5, 14, or 23, or if you are a 5 life path, this reading is for you. Now, we know that 5 is about change, freedom, adventure. It's also about sensuality, sexuality, tapping into that sensual aspect of ourselves, the freedom of it, not being repressed. Sorry, this is like falling apart here. Okay, so the song for you guys is December by Collective Soul. Oh, I love that. I love that Collective Soul came through December as well, because we are in December. So that's pretty awesome. That's an awesome synchronicity. And, it talks about don't worry about things. Don't think about things, everything's going to pan out exactly as it's supposed to. So don't overthink things. Don't overthink your intuition and your signs, okay? So, and I love it. We got 6 and we got 33. So master number 33 is here, master number of communication. Woo, love it. Abundance, okay. Inner wisdom. So we're going to start with the little elephant, number 6. And we know 6 is about balance and compassion and freedom and nurturing and family. So, We're all born as loving, compassionate human beings. So this is, asking us to allow our compassion to flow through and to release worry, fear, or unhealthy judgments. That's what the song says. The song says, don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Ooh, there's a fireman just came through. Okay, passion. So if this card came today, it's telling you to be more compassionate towards yourself and others. It reminds you that your abundant compassion, sensitivity, and intelligence will support you to overcome any challenges you may encounter, now or in the future. You can continue to expand your sense of compassion. This takes a lot, watching things online, and you just want, I'm thinking of, let's say somebody murdered somebody, and you're just like, oh, hang them by the balls. This is like, no, let's have compassion. That person has to live with what they did for the rest of their lives, and that person chose this on their journey to help others grow. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is divinely in place. Everything is like a symphony. Everybody is a note in a symphony, and they are all equally as important. Even though some notes are shorter and don't last as long, they're just as important in the grand symphony of life. Okay? So it's also talking about this loving yourself, and loving, Earth in general. Love is the healing force that cures everything, Okay. So then we move on to Abracadabra 21. And that's also 3, which is about communication, creativity, joy. Okay, Abracadabra. Aladdin's not the only one with 3 wishes. You too have a magical lamp that can summon all you desire to your doorstep. It's a simple matter of making a clear intention and letting go of any fool notion that you have to wait for the genie. You are the magic. Yes, guys, you definitely are. Everybody thinks that the magic is outside of themselves, but it's in. It's almost like the Wizard of Oz when she's wearing the ruby red slippers, and then she realizes that it wasn't even the slippers. The magic was within her the whole time. So inner wisdom. Okay, so we're moving on to Athena. Athena. I like that name. And, you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. So, it's assuring you that whatever situations that you've been focusing on lately, they're resolved. You have access to all the wisdom that the universe supplies. So all you have to do is quiet your mind and surrender all your worries and other concerns to, the universe. Close your eyes and note the thoughts and feelings that come streaming into your consciousness. So make a note journal, a meditation journal, so you can write down the things that came through. It's difficult sometimes. You want to just pause. You just want to stop and write it down. But no, just let the stuff come through. If you were meant to remember it at the end of the meditation, you will. But have faith. Have faith that what's coming through is meant to come through. And stop procrastinating. Stop giving away your power to others. Trust your intuition. Don't second guess yourself. Notice recurring patterns and ideas. So signs that come through, I always see if they come through 3 times, I know I got to pay extra special attention. Trust that they're correct. And she's the daughter of Zeus, and her power animal is the white owl and the black pigeons. So if you've been seeing a lot of blackbirds, they are guiding you. So listen to what they have to say. And Athena does battle with wit instead of weapons. So she's able to communicate to resolve disputes. She has the ability to be a mediator. Okay, so moving on to number 3. And I love this. She's got her heart. She's all about this heart energy. And it's about letting your intuition and your heart guide you. The owl is very wise. It's got all the answers. So number 3, the Empress. I love that came through as well, because that to me is similar as Athena. It's the inner wisdom. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. So the meanings of this card is, it asks you to spend time in nature and indulge in any creative or artistic projects. Love and nurture yourself and others. And it's time for excellent emotional and physical health. So we went through a whole plethora We're moving into this new cycle, this new energy, and it's about creating our reality. So this is asking us over here to create a dream board. Get your ideas flowing of what you want your life to be like and create it. You have the magic within you to make that possible. Your creativity and hard work are bringing you great rewards, according to this card. So you have the Midas touch right now. So anything that you nurture and give your loving attention to will flourish. Marriage, children, issues involving motherhood and creativity are positively affected right now. Whether you're trying to give birth to a child or nurture a plant to life or a pet or a creative project, this is the time. Okay? So, enjoy the beautiful things in life. Be grateful for them. Know that you deserve to be provided for. And take excellent care of your body as well. Get a massage, do a little bit of yoga, something. Jump up and down, do jumping jacks. Okay, and it's on page 22, which is the master builder. So you have the ability to manifest your reality. All you have to do is believe and take the steps. Okay? Moving on to number 6. If your birthday is 6/15/24 or your life path is 6, this reading is for you. So we know that 6 is all about compassion and family and balance, harmony, nurture. So let us put this here. Let us see what your song is. Earned It by The Weeknd. So you can feel free to look those lyrics up. But we know that, from the lyrics, I know that it's, feeling, almost a feeling of feeling used. And you're worth it. You're perfect. You make everything look like it's easy and it's magic. And that can create a little bit of jealousy in others, The 6 number coming through in the reading is family. So we can have some family jealousy coming through here. So here we go. And I love that we got, Deek Deek here, which the horns are all about intuition. And I'm seeing the rainbow here, which is all about what you want: peace. The Kundalini awakening, the chakras are opening up and awakening, and it's this feeling of peace, and you just want everybody to get along, but you can't control the people that are over your shoulder. You know what I mean? They're like watching every little thing you do, and they're seething with this sort of jealousy in a sense, so they're seething with jealousy. Let it go. What other people think of you is none of your business. Toughen up your armor so their energy doesn't affect you. Okay? So The Weeknd. Okay, so let's start with Deek Deek. So, Deek Deek is all about gentleness. Be gentle in your approach. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So, be gentle, especially during the holidays. We want to be, it's like, people are being a-holes and we want to be an a-hole right back. But it's like, have a gentle approach. You get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. And the over the shoulder is about recurring patterns in your life, and this could be recurring patterns of how you deal with people, Maybe people think you're too bossy, or something like that. Okay, so Deek Deek is all about gentleness, and that wants you to release any harsh judgments that you have about others, but it's about yourself as well. Quit beating yourself up about things. You are amazing. You are perfect. It's like almost like you're looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing all the little imperfections, like, oh, if I could just do this, oh, if I could just change that. It's like, you're perfect. You don't need to do that, and it's asking you to be gentle. Allow your body to, being gentle allows your body to heal at a cellular level. So if you've been going through some stuff, whether it's depression or whether it's physical ailments, meditation heals you on a cellular level. Breathe in that oxygen. That oxygen heals you on a cellular level, and horns, they're associated with psychic awareness. So, definitely meditate so you can grow that intuition. Okay? Moving on to over the shoulder, and like I explained earlier, don't repeat mistakes of the past. Don't repeat these repeating patterns that you keep doing. It's time to change what no longer is working with you, you know? And so say goodbye to it. Say goodbye to these old patterns. This new year, it's a new, they say new year, new you. This is in reality. A lot of people are awakening. This Kundalini is transforming people. They are no longer the person that they were, and they cannot repeat the same patterns that they have repeated before in the past with people. So this is asking you to change what no longer is working for you. Be authentic, be yourself, but also change what you don't like, I know that everybody says embrace yourself 100%, but sometimes, we do require change. We do require, balance of mind, body, spirit. 6 is all about balancing your mind, body, spirit. So this is about exercise. This is about eating healthy. This is about, moderation in drugs and alcohol. Nothing to excess, everything to balance. Okay, so moving on to Easy Does It. And, never mind what other people think. You will benefit by carrying through with your priorities. And this is exactly what the other cards are saying, don't care what other people think. I guess this is a theme for you guys right now. So do what's important to you and do it with absolute devotion. So whatever you're passionate about. Remember, there's no competition for your true life's purpose. So there's no need to worry, hurry, or feel that you have to force things to happen. Let everything happen naturally. You don't have to force anything. Okay? Ease into this new life, this new awakening. Ease into it. Don't force your awakening. Don't force chakra opening. Don't force these things. When our third eye opens, when we force it, it's a very scary process that a lot of people don't come back from. They end up in a psychiatric hospital because they don't know, they can't differentiate what is real from versus what they are seeing. So it's just asking you to take it easy, open them gently. Be gentle. Oh yeah, open them gently. Boom. Okay, so, and do, if you're wanting to be a Reiki healer or, an oracle reader, yes, go down that path. Have faith and believe in yourself, okay? It's going to take patience. Easy does it, slowly. Okay, so we're moving on to 5 of air. And, it might feel like the cost of what you're doing is too high, this spiritual journey. You might feel like it's a high price to pay to be spiritual, because sometimes I feel that way as well. It's like you lose a lot of things along the way that no longer serve you. But that's the reason, because you're raising your vibration, and what is no longer of a lower vibration will no longer resonate with you. So you do lose a lot of things along the way, It's like in order to float, you got to let go of the baggage. And it's talking about people that around you that are not of integrity. Somebody around you is not of integrity, and their desire to win is so strong that individual will ignore the need. So a lot of people, they just want to win. They just want to win. They want to be enlightened. They want to do this. They want to be as more enlightened than the others. They want to be just as psychic as you. And it's like, no. This is not a competition. You will get there when you get there. Okay? Review your motives for why you want this spiritual journey, why you're doing this to begin with, why you're doing anything. Review your motives. Is it coming from a place of passion and love and compassion, or is it coming from ego? And it's talking about a desire for revenge, or thinking of only oneself, and gloating about your abilities, gloating about your awakening, gloating about all this stuff. It's like we have to be humble, It's time to be humble. Look at all these beautiful unicorns. There's room for everybody to have this awakening. There's room for everybody to have spirituality. There's room for everybody to have telepathy. It's not just you. Okay? So be gentle with you and yourself and others on this journey. Okay? And it's also number 6. Everything equal to 6 again. So yeah. Oh wait, no. It's 3. So 3. So it's about communication, communication, creativity, and joy. So create your reality. Okay? Communicate your gifts, communicate your talents, but don't gloat. Okay? You already know how psychic you are. We don't need to brag about it to others. Okay? It's about humble. It's about humble and gratitude. Okay? Moving on. You're perfect. Okay? You are worth it. If your birthday is 7, the 16th, or the 25th, or you are a 7 life path, this reading is for you. Now, we know that the 7 is all about truth, spirituality, solitude, introspection, such as, prayer, meditation. Okay, but mostly it's about truth. It's about finding your truth and your spiritual truth, And the song that came through is The Naked and Famous, Young Blood. Naked and Famous. It almost reminds me of porn stars in a way. Okay, so the song itself is trying to find the in-between, trying to find the balance, trying to find your place with your new skills. And hearing the whisper of intuition, when we begin to become clairaudient, it's almost like a whisper sound in our ears. And a lot of people will mistake that for schizophrenia, but it is not. I highly suggest, when you begin to hear that, there is various holistic healers that you can go talk to that'll help you understand what you're going through. And I'm also seeing stargazing, so whether this is through astrology or actual stargazing, like looking up to the stars to get the answers, looking up to the stars and not realizing just how connected you are. And it's about embracing your flaws as well. So, your truth. So monkey's all about adventure, and Time to Fly is all about adventure. And I'm seeing that the end of a phase. So now we're moving into this final free energy. And I love that it's 4, 4, 4. So we got the master number 44, but we also got 4 here. So 4, 4, 4. So I'm also getting that you're probably seeing 4, 4, 4 a lot, or you will be seeing 4, 4, 4, but 4, 4, 4 is going to be prominent on your journey. And so 26 is monkey, and monkey's all about adventure. It's time to climb out of your comfort zone and get adventurous. So, the 7s, they're very introspective. And so, a lot of them are hermits sometimes. They really just like to just go inward, and they don't like to share their thoughts or opinions with others. So this is telling you to get out of your comfort zone. Go after your dreams. Get out of your shy mode. If you're a little shy, it's about caring what other people think of you. So you don't want to speak, You don't know if that they're going to understand exactly what you're saying to them. So highly suggest pulling out a journal and meditating on your heart's desires. And, young monkeys will test each other by playing King of the Castle. What is your castle? Manifest it. And, And opportunities, 8 is all about abundance, universal abundance. You got 8, 8. Oh, look at that. You got 4, 4, 4, but you also got 8, 8, 88. So that is a beautiful synchronicity. This is great for this. If you guys pick this card, this is a great reading for you guys. It's time to fly. 44 is the master number of abundance. It's a master number of not intuition, the master number of opportunity, entrepreneurial. So if you're trying to start a new business with your new skills, whether this is your new intuitive skills or your new healing abilities, this is it. So it may seem like a gamble, but here's a little intel from the universe. That leap into the unknown you've been waiting for, not only is the safety net already in place, but there's a posse of angels waiting with champagne and chocolate and Egyptian cotton sheets. So, yeah, you cannot fail. If you are coming from your heart, from your truth, if you are doing what is true to you and what is true in your heart, you cannot fail. There is no room. It just will not happen. It's just a universal law. And it takes patience. A lot of people just aren't patient, When I started this channel about a year ago, I just barely reached 1,000, and I started this channel over a year ago. And even that, 1,000 to me is a lot, I was nervous making this video today because I didn't, I almost have a larger audience now, so it's a little scary. But you just got to go with it. So this is asking you to go with it. You are the sorceress or the sorcerer. So Rhiannon always reminds me of Rihanna for some reason. Of course, the name. But, you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. You just got to believe. And I love this because, unicorns, they got that magical horn, which to me is the third eye energy, and she's dressed up in green. So that's her heart chakra, what she's passionate about. So what are you passionate about? Power stems from, her power, stems from the connection to animals and nature. So connect to the elements. I'm almost seeing like sorcery, like witchcraft, but like Wiccan, not like dark magic, not black magic, but like just connecting to the thing, to the universe, So it's allow the light of the sun and the moon and the stars to stir your ancient memories that are dormant. And this is all in your DNA, Recall the times of your magical abilities and then put them to use immediately for the good of the entire planet. So you have the ability to change the world. We all do. You just have to tap into your faith in yourself that you can do it. 7 is all about faith. It's the faith seeker as well. And they want to have faith in something. They're very skeptical. They have to really have tangible proof before they can really believe it if they're on the negative side. And if they're on the positive side, yeah, they have faith. They have a lot of, ideas and beliefs, but we don't want them to ever be limiting. We don't want them to ever limit our beliefs. The world is your oyster. If you start creating limited boundaries, then you will not, it will not be the way you want it to be. Okay? Okay, so have absolute faith that your dreams will be manifested. Make clear decisions. Put your energy into manifesting. I highly suggest creating a dream board. And the key to a dream board is when you're putting the pictures on the board, when you're pasting them on there, you have to feel that you are already there. So that is the secret to the dream board, is feel it. Really feel it. Like picture it in your head. Feel how let's say if you want to be on a beach, feel that water, smell the air, feel the water on your feet, the sand on your toes, feel it. When you win, others win. So keep your thoughts focused on your desires and no fear. Have no fear. And it's interesting because Rhiannon used to be a shapeshifter. So if you resonate with shapeshifters, werewolves, things like that, she transforms to birds, mostly a lot of birds. So if you hear birds a lot singing, that spirit trying to communicate with you. And though you may not understand it, your heart will understand it. It's a message from the universe's heart to your heart. Okay, and moving on to the last one, which is release, Archangel Azrael. And Azrael is all about grief. She is, it is the angel of grief. So whenever you have lost somebody or you are going through a breakup, a divorce, etc., when you've lost somebody and you're grieving, Archangel Azrael comes through to comfort you. So, the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. Yes, it's time to fly. They're all talking about it. It's time to let go of the old and move into this new energy of who you are now. You are this new, amazing, powerful sorceress who is filled with so much love. You got to start loving yourself and you'll see the love around you. So this card signifies that it's time to move on because this phase of your life is now complete. There's no benefit in remaining in the situation that you're in. Shake off the old and welcome the new. You may experience a sense of relief at this ending, or there may be some sadness. Either way, it's time to leave that which you've outgrown. Yes, so if you've been thinking of moving, move. It's time to move. If you've been thinking of, leaving a job, it's time. It's time. So it says, take your time in adjusting to this change in your life. It is not necessary to rush ahead. Be kind to yourself during this period of transition and seek the support of friends and family. Yeah, so it's inevitable positive changes. And all you got to do is face your fears. Everything you want is on the other side of fear, right? And this is about spiritual evolution. You're reaching it. You are here. If there was a fire, how do you get a lion to jump through the flame? You put what they love it the most, a baby cub or something at the end of that fire, it'll jump through. It'll jump through if it needs what is on the other side of that flame. Okay? So, and the number is 2. So that's about peace, love, and harmony. But it's also about sensitivity. So that's intuitive sensitivity, but also caring about what other people think of you. And this is saying don't care about what other people think of you and this new journey that you're going on because it's time to fly. It is time. Okay? Okay. If your birthday is the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th, or if you are a Life Path 8. This is for you. So we know that 8 is about abundance, money. Not just money though. It could be any type of experiences, life lessons, family, friendships, joy. It's also balance, and it's also infinity on its side. So it's an entrepreneur of numerology. Okay, so we're going to start with your song. And it is Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Don't stop believing in your dreams. I'm sure everybody's heard that song already. If not, highly suggest checking the lyrics out. Okay, so we're going to start with, I always start with the animal first. So Penguin is 24, and, Penguin's about fertility. Because anytime I see this card, I always see balls. I've said it before in every video. I will always mention the balls. It's like a scrotum. Okay? So, a little scrotum. It's about having the balls to follow your dreams. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing, the independence for success. It's, you have it. And, Penguin represents the cosmic parental energy, and it asks you to be open to love, responsibility, and nurturing of your physical and internal home. So it's also about nurturing yourself, balance of mind, body, spirit. But it's also about compassion, Now may be a time to launch a new business, or oversee a new project, or conceive a child. Knowing what you choose to birth today is your key to moving forward. Meditate, visualize. And I was talking about visualization in the last number 7, because I was saying that dream boards, the key to dream boards and making them actually come true is to feel it. So when you're doing a dream board and you're pasting images onto it, you need to feel that you're actually there, or that you're actually experiencing it. If you want to win the lotto, you got to really feel. Not that, it's not that easy, because, usually abundance doesn't come in the form of money, but it comes in the form of experience, experiences and lessons and people. Okay, so we're moving on to Sticky Wicket, which is number 48. And, it talks about proceeding with caution. It doesn't mean that there's any real danger. It's just a reminder that it's time to pause, to reflect, to appreciate all that you have now and all that you're about to receive. Yes, because 8s are very abundant. They just sometimes forget how abundant they are. If you actually sat down and wrote down all the amazing things that people have done for you, or you've accomplished, or you've done, you would not realize just how much has come to you. So it's talking about being grateful for those things and the people and experiences in your life, 8s don't know it, but they are the master entrepreneur. They just always have a way of making ends meet. Either they struggle with it, either they struggle with money, or they have lots of money and opportunities. It's either or. So it's about striking the balance of in between, being grateful for what we do have. Okay. Then we're going to move on to Bast. Now, Bast is all about independence, but she's also, if you look at her, it almost reminds me of the Lyrians. She's like this goddess, this cat goddess. I see the 2 cats right there. And I'm seeing these petals, which to me is the petals of, royalty, not realizing just how awesome you got it. The universe is throwing these rose petals on you. It's like, embrace it, open your arms, like, yay. Okay, your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So yeah, 8s and 1s are very independent. They're very they're the bosses. The 8, 6, and the 1s, they're the bosses. They just they want to get stuff done. They're workaholics too. So this is like saying balance, work and play. Take some balance. So it says, like the cat, you're fiercely independent. Yet you also need affection and playful companionship. Now is the time to balance your social interaction with solitude. While you may ask others for their opinion, ultimately you must make your own decisions. Your freedom and independence are top priorities. So ensure that these characteristics are nurtured. Now, it's asking you to give yourself permission to play, because you constantly are working. It's like working on something. Sometimes I can even see some of you guys are like get rich quick schemes. What is the money? What's going to make us the most money so we could just get rich? Now, it's not about working hard. It's about working efficiently. When you work efficiently, then you have the time to play. So, and working hard, when you work hard, you don't have you're too tired to play. So this is about working efficiently. Change the way you work, okay? That's how you can be independent. You won't work for anybody else. You just work for yourself and you'll be independent, okay? And it's talking about work with cats, or pay attention to cats. Pay attention to cats, or get a new cat. Something about cats, and it's on page 33, which is the master number of enlightenment. So these cats have messages for you, okay? And finally, the best card, the Dreamer card. I love this card. It is 0, which is the Fool in tarot. And he's got his little dog on the side, you know, and it's the portal, you know. This portal is, you know, the Fool, everybody's like, don't go through that portal. But he has to have faith that on the other side of this portal is exactly what he's been dreaming of. All he wants is on the other side of fear. Everybody's trying to make him fearful of what's on the other side. But he just has to just take the reins and go. You know, he's got his little dog right there. His little dog's going to be with him. He's not going to be alone. He's got his little sacred companion. So, you know, take a leap of faith. Follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities. And 0 is 0 point. To me, that's the alpha, the omega, the God source, the universe. So that's tapping into your intuition, tapping into the source of all things, the Akashic records. So you know what you need to do. All you got to do is let go of the fear and do it. God is surrounding you right now. Okay? The universe is surrounding you with protection right now. So whatever you're going to do is not going to fail. Don't even think of failure. Just think of success. And so the Dreamer, the angels bring you this card because you're entering a new and exciting phase of your life. It's important that you believe in yourself and know that the universe wants you to succeed. So now it's time to have faith and have some commitment to your dreams. You know, take the necessary steps to move forward with confidence. Listen to your inner guidance, of course. You know, your intuition, and you know, be open to the information that comes through and the steps that you need to take. And it's okay to ask for guidance, you know, ask an expert before proceeding, but don't let it stall you from moving forward. And also it's about creative solutions, unexpected opportunities. Like I said, the 8s always have opportunities coming. And it's the need for optimism, you know, don't stop believing. And Metatron is somebody that I work with closely because of my numerology and sacred geometry. So Metatron is the overseer for those that are new to the spiritual path, you know, young people who are spiritually aware. So he's a wonderful guide to call upon to help you overcome, you know, the awkward side of the spirituality, you know, and to fully commit into taking action and moving forward to the fruition of your dreams. Okay? So, and the number that came through all this is 9. And 9 is about the completion of a cycle. It is the most spiritually evolved number in numerology. So moving from 8 to 9, you are ascending, the ascension. You're going through this portal right here to the new earth. And this is about having faith. This new earth is all about opportunities and experiences and magic, and it's not about money. So we have to take the mindset from, I want all this money, to, I just want abundance in all forms. And that's how you get it, you know? Ask what the universe can provide. The universe does not provide money. Okay, so yeah, and it's wise. It's the completion of a cycle. You're moving out of that old energy of greed and just wanting to this new energy of just like being grateful for what you have and gratitude, you know. Gratitude brings it all in. Okay, moving on. So if your birthday is on the 9th, the 18th, the 27th, or if you are a Life Path 9, this reading is for you. And so we know that 9 is the humanitarian number. It's the completion of a cycle. It's generosity. It's wisdom. So that's what 9 is. Okay? So let's see what your song is. It is Oh Girlfriend by Weezer. So O, like the 0 O, like 0 point, and girlfriend. So that coming through, the song itself is about, you miss those days of playing and being free, you know? I like this part of the song that says popping pills and mellowing out, or however that references to you, but like that youthful, like just hanging out with your friends and just playing, and, you know, it's like you're grieving that loss of your childhood, you know, what was, you know, and you're lost without love, without your love for yourself. So you need to begin to love yourself. But yeah, you know, when I hear that song, it's about like breakups and grief, losing somebody. So, And the O is 0 point. It's that connection to, an Om, I hear Om. So that is third eye and the crown chakra. So, Oh Girlfriend by Weezer. And so yeah, just say no. And I love this card. It's 6, which is all about, actually no, I always do this one first. So we're going to do 29 first, which is the little frog. He's all about detoxing. But it's also 11, which is the inspiring leader and it's intuition. So I'm getting 9/11 here. But yeah, 9/11. But I'm seeing intuition. I'm seeing so much intuition here. And I'm seeing trying to balance mind, body, spirit. Detoxing the body, going through a detox, trying to eat healthy, trying to let go of drinking so much or, doing drugs. And I like that the song Popping Pills came out because the detox came out. So maybe somebody is, I'm not sure if it's you or somebody is struggling with popping pills. That's asking for you to cleanse that aspect of yourself, Be bold. Like, here, this reminds me of the stone bismuth. It's like the stairway to heaven, I love that. And this is Friday. I don't know what Friday has to do with anything, but, TGI Fridays. Okay, so 29, sorry. Frog is cleansed. I love the frog. Froggy style. If frog has hopped into your life today, it may be time to cleanse your environment, your mind, your body, your mind and your physical body. But so environment, when we want to connect, see, this is crown chakra. This is like, when I see this card, this is crown. This is reaching that 0 point. So the song was Oh Girlfriend, 0. So that is 0. Like, girlfriend, you are hitting 0 point. Or boyfriend, but whatever. Feminine aspect, because girlfriend would be the female aspect. So that is the right side of the brain. So using your intuition. So that's what that song's telling me. Is about using your intuition, hitting that O point, that 0 point. So maybe you've been seeing 000 or 999. So, your body is your sacred temple, and there comes a time in your life journey to cleanse house and bless your temple within. You may be feeling sensory overload from past experiences. Frog is here to help you replenish and renew. Be conscious of what you allow in your soul space, mind, body, and home. Become clear on what you wish to release and receive. Yes, clarity. You may find yourself inspired to cleanse your home of clutter and flush your body of toxins and impurities. Frog encourages you to seek peace of mind, optimal health, and inner bliss. But let's talk about the cluttering of your surroundings. So, if it's asking you to not be a hoarder, it's asking you to release things around you. I know we like to keep things for sentimental value, but it's asking you not to do that because it blocks the crown chakra. And, you want to reach 0 point, you need to cleanse your environment. Your environment has to be clean. So if you live in an area that is cluttered, you're not going to reach that 0 point. It really requires a really clean environment. That's why a lot of people go out into nature, because then there's no clutter. And that's why a lot of people reach 0 point out in nature, because their home surroundings doesn't allow for reaching it. So I say a lot. Yeah. So 51, moving to 51. Just say no. And that's not no as an N-O. This is no, like know that the divine buzz. And this is the 0 point. Everybody has a different phrasing for it. Being in the know, a connection with all that is, living in the moment. Here's the thing. There are no words that can explain it. But baby, you can feel it. Savor it for all it's worth. So I have a feeling you guys are reaching that 0 point. That connection to the universe. The connection to all that is. You are feeling it. You are knowing it. You feel it, you see it, you are getting there. And if you haven't get there, you're getting there, okay? This is a buzz. It's like the love buzz. You feel it. You'll know when you're there. Trust me. You'll come back to this video and be like, oh my God, I know what you were talking about, 0 point. So we're talking about, let's move on to, Freya, which is Friday. TGI Fridays. So Freya's bold, unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. And look we got adventure and adventurer right here. Both of them. Both of those cards, 2 different decks. Same meaning. Don't play it safe right now. Instead, take bold action in the direction of your true heart's desires. Success comes not from timidity, but from committing yourself fully to realizing your dreams. So hold clear intentions of success, and it shall come about. Enjoy the excitement of taking risks, of being bold and being daring. Be sure to celebrate your success with a party or by splurging on a wonderful indulgence. So, but don't overindulge, because this is asking you not to overindulge. This is balance. Balance, everything in moderation. Don't overdo everything or anything, okay? Sorry. Like my little OCD was like, hey, I can't see the two. Okay. So, and, Freya, she rides a chariot pulled by a mighty cat across the rainbow bridge connecting heaven to earth. So yes, the rainbow bridge. OMG, that has been everywhere lately, this rainbow bridge. Everybody has been tapping into this rainbow energy, this rainbow event. A lot of people have, if you've probably experienced this, if you know what I'm talking about, this rainbow event. And everybody's experiencing it in waves. So if you haven't experienced it yet, you will experience it. So it's not a race. You will get there. And she's unafraid of her sexual power. She teaches us to appreciate our beauty and to enjoy ourselves, And Friday is named in her honor since it's the day associated with the end of the work week. It's a time for celebration. So something about Friday, guys. So go have fun, appreciate your body, flirt. And if you're not married, and if you are married, flirt with your partner, okay? Be flirty nature. I'm getting that flirty girl fitness video. Okay, so moving on. Oh, I love this. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. So passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. Night of fire. And I'm seeing this like the divine masculine. So I'm seeing the feminine and the masculine aspect here for some reason. The balancing of the mind of the left and the right brain. The twin flame. Okay, so we're going to move to Night of Fire. I love that. Fire is energy. Transmute everything through fire. I'm almost seeing like holy fire Reiki. So a significant situation requires your attention. So time is of the essence. It's important to avoid making rash decisions. So enthusiasm and self-assuredness are wonderful, so long as they aren't separated from wisdom and caution. So, and it talks about people. So a person who's passionate about anything he or she takes on. A take-charge individual moves quickly with confidence and certainty on behalf of loved ones or beloved causes. Fearless, loyal, charismatic, self-assured, adventurous, restless, possibly impatient or insistent when it comes to having his or her way. So the additional meaning is a sudden and passionate love affair, business travel, a change of residence, an emergency. Now let's get the emergency out of the way. The only emergency I'm seeing here is the detoxing. Like we need to really get that in order. Start exercising, start eating right. Doesn't necessarily mean go vegetarian. Whatever your body's calling you to do. Don't force things. So if your journey is not to be vegetarian, don't force that just because you're guilted into it. We do not do things out of guilt. If we're doing something because it's guilty, we feel guilty, then don't do it. Okay, because that's not coming from an authentic space of our heart. Okay, so and a passionate love affair, it could mean with yourself. It could be with somebody else. Yeah, your partner. But I'm seeing a passionate love affair with yourself, loving yourself first before you can, love anybody else. Love yourself so passionately that you will not let things pass you by. Because, when you love somebody, you want the very best for them. You want them to succeed. You are their biggest cheerleader. So this is asking you to be your biggest cheerleader. And I'm seeing 9 again. So 9 is everything adds up to 9. That the 10 is the 1, the night is the 1, etc. And that is the completion of a cycle. And it's the most wise number in numerology. So you got 99. So we're ending a completion of a cycle. We're moving into this new rainbow energy. But you need to detox all this stuff first. And it's okay if you don't, as long as you acknowledge that it's okay. You don't need to do all this stuff to ascend. You don't need to, be drug-free to ascend. You don't need to exercise to ascend. You don't need to. Those are all limited belief systems. But it's nice to take care of your body because it shows it gratitude. It shows that you're grateful for the body that you were given, So appreciate it every day. Even if your mind, body, spirit is just appreciating that you're able to get up in the morning, and appreciating that you're able to eat, appreciating that you get to drink something. Gratitude can bring so much balance to your life. Okay? So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonated with you. Once again, that's Oh Girlfriend by Weezer. Have an amazing day.